Hello, everyone. On today's podcast episode, I'm going to talk about, AI again and why, you shouldn't worry about AI taking over your job or replacing your job or replacing you. You know, you shouldn't worry about AI taking away your customers. You shouldn't worry about AI, taking over whatever field or occupation you're in. Because this world is based off perspective. Customers, people value something you tell them is valuable. Everything in this world has inherent value. But just because everything in this world has inherent value does not mean everyone in this world can see the value in it. What I'm trying to say is, everything in this world can be sold. No matter how worthless you think it is, it can be sold. There are people in this world who will buy whatever you tell them to buy, as long as you show them the value in having it. As long as you show them the value in having your product, people will buy your product. It's that simple. As long as you show people the value in buying candles, people will buy candles. Regardless of how many light bulbs exist in this world, people will buy candles. Before candles were invented, before light bulbs were invented, right? People used lanterns and candles, right? So after the light bulb was invented, you would think people would stop using candles and lanterns, right? You're wrong. Even till this day, decades after, people are still using candles and lanterns. The candle and lantern business is still large. You can still make millions of dollars from candles, from selling candles. Scented candles, they're scented candles, they're, decorative candles, the action figure candles. There's so many different types of candles you can buy. Some candles are work of art in and of themselves. There's so many types of candles in this world. So when AI comes, why are you afraid that AI will somehow delete all the jobs in the world? That's not how life works. As long as if you're a candle manufacturer, as long as you give people a reason to buy your candles, they will buy your candles, whether they're light bulbs invented or not. If you're an artist, as long as you give people a reason to buy your art or your music or whatever artistry you're trying to create, people will buy it. That's how life works. Everything has value, but you must show people how valuable your product is. If you can't show people how valuable your product is, if you can't create the desire for them to buy your product, if you can't show them, what makes your product great, no one will buy your product, regardless of whether they're light bulbs invented or not, regardless of whether the AI has been invented or not. No matter how many AI images exist in this world, if no one values your product, no one will buy it. No matter how many AI images, no matter how many perfect AI images you create, if you don't show people how valuable your AI images are, no one will buy your AI images. That's how life works. Just because AI has been invented does not mean people just start buying AI products for no reason. You still have to give them a reason to buy your product. You still have to give them a reason to buy your AI-driven cars. Your self-driven cars. No one will just buy your self-driven cars just because they're self-driven. You have to give them a reason to buy it. And likewise, just because self-driven cars are invented does not mean, cars driven by people will just go out of business. That's not how life works. If your company goes out of business because of self-driven cars, it's because you don't know how to sell your product. If your candle company goes out of business because of light bulbs, the problem isn't the light bulb. The problem is you. Because there's still businesses till this day, decades upon decades after the light bulb has been invented that are still selling millions of dollars worth of, of candles every year. They're still making millions of dollars every year selling candles. Even though the whole world is covered in light bulbs, people are still buying plain old candles. Go to Walmart. That place is filled with candles. Almost every major store has candles. And they also have light bulbs. Do not assume that just because AI, is popular, it automatically means no one wants to buy your product anymore. That's not how life works. Your product still has value. If you can't show people how valuable your product is, to make them buy it, the problem isn't the AI industry. It's you. You're incapable of selling your product. Hire a marketer. Find ways to sell your product. If you don't know how to sell your product, the problem isn't everyone else. The problem is you. Stop blaming AI for taking away your job. Stop blaming AI for ruining your business. AI did not ruin your business. You did. AI is not going to take away your customers in the future. You are going to, ruin your own customer base. You are the problem. There are people in this world who take their, the garden soil, right? The soil on your, in your backyard, right? That useless soil in your backyard, someone is selling it and making money every year from it. That useless soil right there that you think is worthless, right? There's someone who's taking that soil right now, dumping it in the bag and selling it online. It's called topsoil. Google it. Google topsoil. It is just regular soil. The ground you walk on that you think is worthless, someone is making millions of dollars from it right now. Just because you think something is worthless does not mean it is. Just because you think your business will become worthless because AI has been invented does not mean your business is. If you think your business is worthless, how are you going to sell it to people? Your mindset is the reason why your business go bankrupt. You think your business is worthless. You think the moment AI is invented, your business is worthless. Well, if you don't see the value in your product, how do you expect your customers to see the value in it? If you yourself, the owner of something, does not see the value in your product, how do you expect the customers to see the value in it? You are the problem. If regular soil can be sold for money, anything in this world can be sold for money, no matter how worthless you think it is. You can still make millions of dollars selling candles. You can still make millions of dollars every year selling lanterns. Picasso, the art created by Picasso is still worth hundreds of millions of dollars. These are hand-drawn art. The problem isn't AI. The problem isn't images. The problem is you. If you're an artist and you keep blaming AI for taking away your business, AI did not take away your business. You ruined your own business. There's still modern day artists, hand-drawn artists, who still make thousands to millions of dollars every year, selling their hand-drawn art online. In a world of digital art, there's still people making money from hand-drawn art every single day all over the world. So obviously, because of digital art did not drive the hand-drawn artists out of business. So why do you think AI art would drive the hand-drawn artists out of business? It won't. Just because you don't value your own art does not mean your art is worthless. And if you don't value your art, how do you expect to sell it? If you don't value what you do, how do you expect to sell it? If you don't value what you create, how are you gonna trick someone to buy it? How are you gonna make someone buy your product if you think your product is worthless? And this is the problem we have. There's so many people out there, telling the government to, ban AI generated images, ban AI this, remove all, self-driven cars from the world because they'll go out of business. These companies are making you go out of business. These AI companies are making you go out of business. You're going out of business because you don't have a way to, to bring customers to your doorstep. It's a self problem. It's your own inner issues. Do not blame AI art or AI, generated, artistries for your problem. Do not blame AI for your problems. You're the problem. People can sell, marketers. A good marketer can sell anything. They can sell rocks. You can literally buy rocks. That thing that you call worthless. There are companies right now selling rocks and making millions of dollars from it every year. Yes, rocks. The reason why they can sell rocks because they see the value in selling rocks. They see the value in rocks. Because they see the value in rocks, guess what? They start marketing it as a valuable product. And since they start marketing it as a valuable product, people, customers see the value in it because the company shows them what value the product has. Because the company shows them what value the product has, the customers will see the value in it and buy the product. But if the company thinks the product is valueless, is worthless, there's no way they can sell it to the customers because the customers will never see the value in it. So do not assume that AI is somehow going to replace your job, or AI is going to, remove all the other industries. It's going to ruin all the other industries. It's not. It is not. Stop blaming AI for your issues. It's not AI's fault. It's your fault. If you think you're worthless, that's a self problem. That's your own inner issues. It's not AI's fault that you think you're worthless. If you think the product you're selling is worthless, it's not AI's fault that you think the product your company is selling is worthless. It's your problem. The product you're selling is not worthless. Find the value in it, and then let your customers know how valuable your product is. If you let your customers know how valuable your product is, it's only a matter of time before they start buying it. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your products. Whether you're an artist or you're a musician or you're whatever you are, you're a car manufacturer, whatever manufacturer you are, do not give up on your product. The moment you start thinking your product is worthless, that's when you start to go bankrupt. Because how are you going to sell your product if you think it's worthless? How are you going to tell the benefits, or how are you going to tell your customers the benefits of your product if you think your product has no benefits because AI has been invented? Your product still has benefits. It still has value. AI isn't the problem. AI being invented will not stop your product from having value. The value that your product has yesterday is still the same value that it has today. AI products did not devalue your product whatsoever. Your mindset has devalued your product. You have devalued your product, not AI. As long as you give people a good reason to buy your product, they will buy your product regardless of AI. This is why there's still people buying candles to this day. This is why there's still people buying lanterns to this day, even though the world is covered in light bulbs. Light bulbs are so cheap, yet people are still buying candles. So obviously, the light bulb did not make the candle industry go out of business. Stop thinking that somehow the AI industry will automatically make your company go out of business or your job go out of business. That's not how life works. Everything has inherent value. If you don't see the value in what you create, the problem isn't the AI industry. The problem isn't the light bulb. The problem is you. You are the problem. Your mindset is the problem. And this is why 90% of all businesses fail. It's because people give up too easily on their own products. They don't see the value in their own products. So how can they sell it to customers when they themselves do not value what they've created? If you don't value what you create, who will value it? You're the creator of it. You're the one who should value it the most. You are the person who should value your product the most. And the more you value your product, the more the customers value it. This is why there are companies selling, t-shirts for millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars in this world, because they value their product. They slap the name brand on a t-shirt and sell it for they sell it to you for $150, $200, $1,000, and people are there to buy it. People still buy those t-shirts because the company believes their t-shirts have value. Because the company believes their t-shirts have value, the customers will buy the product because they believe the company is telling the truth. They see the value in the shirts because the company has showed them how valuable their shirt is. If you can sell anything for a high price, you can sell your product regardless of whether AI has been invented or not. You are the one who determines how valuable your product is, not the world, because your product has inherent value. But if you see your product as worthless, if you see the world as worthless, the world will be worthless just for you and only you, nobody else. This world that you believe is worthless is only worthless for you. Your mindset is the problem, not the world. Your mindset is the problem. If you have a negative view of the world will be negative for you. If you have a positive view of the world will be a positive place just for you. This is how the world works. Your mindset determines your success in life. If you believe what you're selling is worthless, you will give up too easily. You will never be able to market your product properly, and you start telling people lies. You start trying to manipulate people to buy your product because you think your product is worthless. So the only way to sell your product is through lies and trickery, through scams. But if you believe your product is valuable, people will sooner or later find out how valuable your product is and will start buying it from you. It takes time to find how, the best way to market your product. But that's how businesses work, It's a struggle. No one, creating a business is not a free ride. It's not a free ride. It takes effort. You have to let people know how valuable your product is. You have to make them value your product. It's on you, the company, to make people respect and value your product. If you can't do that, then the problem isn't your product, it's you. Stop blaming AI. Stop blaming the light bulb. It's not electricity's fault that you can't sell your product. It's not the light bulb's fault that you can't sell your candles. It's your fault. People are selling candles all over the world. So obviously the problem isn't the light bulb. It's in the companies, It's the problem is the companies themselves who sell these light bulbs. The problem isn't AI. It is the artists themselves who are selling their art. It's your fault that you can't sell your art. Stop blaming AI for your problems. So that's it for today's podcast episode. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.